Hello students, welcome back to the next session in which we are studying the monophasic liquid dosage form. In last lecture already you have studied one form of dosage form which is used internally, that are mixtures. In this we are also going to study the monophasic liquid dosage forms which are used internally, like syrups, elixirs and linctuses. In this session you will be able to know the definitions of these preparations, then its preparation method and its formulation with example we are going to study in this session. Firstly, let us see what are syrups. Syrups is a concentrated or nearly saturated solution of sucrose in purified water. In your kitchens you have already used such type of preparation as a food stub, त्याला आपण पाक म्हणतो. आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपण फक्त साखर पाण्यामध्ये विरघळतो by heating process. This is the simple method of preparation of syrup. It contains the concentration that is 66.7% weight by weight, means 66.7 grams in 100 gram or ml of water is mixed. It is given in the formula in Indian Pharmacopoeia. Syrups are sweet viscous preparations. Syrups with medical substance are called as medicated syrup, and those with flavoring agent are called as flavored syrup. Means when you add to the syrup, that is the mixture of sucrose and water, a drug or a medicine, then it becomes the medicated syrup. And if you add to that simple syrup the flavoring agent, then it becomes the flavored syrup. These are the three types of syrups: simple syrup, medicated syrup and flavored syrup. Now what are advantages of syrups? Syrups retards the oxidation because it is partly hydrolyzed into reducing sugars such as levulose and dextrose. It prevents the decomposition of many vegetable substances. Syrups have high osmotic pressure, which prevents growth of bacteria, fungi, and molds, which are the chief causes of decomposition in solution of vegetable matter. Means syrups itself act as self-preservative. They are palatable. Palatable means which are easy to swallow or which gives the compliance of administration. Means patient compliance is increased due to sweetness of sugar. It is a valuable vehicle for administration of nauseous or bitter substances or drug. Now syrups are made by different methods. The three main methods are simple solution method, process of extraction and process of chemical interaction. These are the three methods by which the syrups can be prepared. Now simple solution method means simply the compound is dissolved in water. Water is a simple solution method. In this 667 gram of sucrose is dissolved in 1000 gram of water. This is the simple process, and this mixture is heated, cooled, and then the volume is again wake up by purified water. This is the simple solution method. Now next method is process of extraction. Now extraction itself tells us the meaning of the process. Extraction is done by heating the substance or drug substance or boiling it in a water. Then the extract is filtered out and the filtrate is used for the preparation of the syrup. This filtrate we add then sucrose and purified water, then again boiling is done, then again we cool the solution, and then the volume is wake up. The example of such syrup is Tolu syrup, in which Tolu balsam is heated in purified water, then it is extracted out, then sucrose and water is added to prepare a syrup. Now, syrup made by chemical interaction. The example of such syrup is ferrous phosphate compound syrup IP, which contains iron, phosphoric acid, calcium carbonate, potassium bicarbonate, sodium phosphate, sucrose, orange flower water, and purified water. Now, chemical interaction takes place between phosphatic acid and other ingredients present in this formulation. Phosphatic acid reacts with iron to give ferrous phosphate, then it reacts with calcium carbonate to give calcium phosphate, it reacts with potassium bicarbonate to give potassium phosphate, it also reacts with sodium phosphate to give sodium phosphate. These are the This is the method of preparation of syrup by using the chemical interaction. The direction for this is 2 teaspoonful to be taken after breakfast. This is the simple preparation method of syrups. Now next we are going to see the formulation of the syrup. Now liquid preparations always contain a vehicle or a carrier. The main carrier for the syrup is purified water, or generally syrups are made in purified water only. Now different additives or adjuncts are used in the preparation of the syrup, such as chemical stabilizers. Now chemical stabilizers like glycerin, sorbitol or propylene glycol are generally added in uh, syrups to avoid or to prevent the crystallization of sucrose. Then coloring agents. Many syrups are attractively colored with coal tar dyes such as amaranth, compound tartrazine, and green S and tartrazine are the some of the coloring agents used. Now flavoring agents. The following flavoring agents are added in simple syrup to prepare the flavored syrups, like tinctures such as lemon tincture and tincture ginger are used as flavoring agent. Then fruit juices such as raspberry juice or wild cherry juice is used. Some essences also can be used as a flavoring agent such as vanilla and orange. These are the flavoring agents generally used in syrups. Then preservatives. The syrups contain 66.7% weight by weight of sucrose, have high osmotic pressure which prevents growth of bacteria, fungi and molds. So, no preservative is needed. Generally, benzoic acid, sodium benzoate, methylparaben are some of the common preservatives which may be added in an appropriate concentration to the syrups. Now, storage of syrups. They are stored in well closed containers and they should be stored at room temperature not exceeding 25 degrees Celsius. The bottle may be umbered color or colorless. These are the storage conditions of the syrup. Now, next preparation is elixirs. Elixirs are clear Elixirs are clear, sweetened, aromatic, hydroalcoholic liquid intended for oral use. They are sweet in taste, they are clear and aromatic, and they are hydroalcoholic. Hydroalcoholic means which contains alcohol as well as water in desired proportions. So they are called as hydroalcoholic liquids. The example of elixirs is piperazine citrate elixir IP, which contains piperazine citrate, chloroform spirit, glycerin, orange oil, syrup, and purified water. The simple method of preparation of these are it is dissolve the piperazine citrate in part of purified water, then add orange oil, glycerin, syrup, chloroform spirit and sufficient purified water to produce the required volume. The main ingredient of elixirs are ethyl alcohol, water, glycerin, propylene glycol, flavoring agent, coloring agent, and some suitable preservatives. The medicated elixirs usually contains the potent drugs such as antibiotics, antihistamines, or sedatives. The flavored elixirs are non-medicated and are used as flavored vehicles for preparation of other liquid dosage forms. Now, what is formulation of elixirs? It also contains vehicles as shown in the as prescribed below. Then it contains different adjuncts or additives, we can say, like chemical stabilizers. Stabilizers are used in many elixirs to make the stable elixirs. For example, neomycin elixir, citric acid is added to adjust the pH between 4 to 5 to prevent darkening of elixir on storage. Then coloring agents, coal tar dyes like amaranth, compound atrazine, etc. are used as coloring agent. Flavoring agents are used are black currant syrup, raspberry syrup, lemon syrup, or orange syrup. Preservatives, the mold growth and fermentation in elixirs are inhibited by using alcohol 20% or more, propylene glycol or glycerol as a vehicle, which itself act as a preservative in the formulation. The storage condition is it should be supplied in well filled, well closed, airtight glass bottles having screw caps, stored in cool place and protected from light. Now next formulation is linctuses. Linctuses are viscous liquid and oral preparations that are generally prescribed for relief of cough. It is the dosage form which is meant for cough formulation, or it is used to relieve the cough. They contain medicament having demulcent, sedative and expectorant action. The example of such preparation is codeine linctus BPC 100 ml. Now codeine linctus BPC contains codeine phosphate, lemon syrup, benzoic acid solution, chloroform spirit, compound tartrazine solution, and syrup, simple syrup as a base. Now, the simple preparation method of this is weigh codeine phosphate and dissolve it in water, heat gently if required, then add benzoic acid solution, compound tartrazine solution, and chloroform spirit. Add the lemon spirit and adjust the volume by adding more of the simple syrup. This is the simple method of preparation of the linctuses. Now formulation of linctus. Linctus formulation is nearly similar to that of the elixirs, but the vehicle used in linctuses is a simple syrup. We can say that these are the cough syrups which is named as linctuses. It contains adjuncts like chemical stabilizers. It do not require chemical stabilizers as simple syrup is used as a vehicle. Then coloring agent, coal tar dyes are used as coloring agent. Then flavoring agent, lemon syrup or black currant syrup are commonly used flavoring agent in this. Preservatives, when syrup is used as a vehicle, no preservative is needed for the prevention of linctuses. This is the formulation of the linctus. Storage, it should be stored in it should be supplied in well filled, well closed, airtight glass bottles having screw caps, stored in cool place, protected from light. This is the simple storage conditions for linctuses. This is all from this session. In next session we are going to study the monophasic liquids intended for external use. Till then, thank you. Stay home, stay safe, keep learning.